how are you feeling now?
Feeling great still.
Ready to go. We're getting ready to go with game one here, the live streaming with the pro players. But first of all, I want to talk to you about some of these esports features that have been introduced to Black Ops 2 multiplayer. Now, you're actually the esports advisor to Treyarch in this, right? So tell me about how you went through that process and some of the features.
Sure, we've essentially looked at what makes Call of Duty just so beloved as a competitive game, right? And we took a look at it and said, how can we make this even more entertaining for people to watch? And we really took a deep dive into all these features that we could come up with to create a better viewing experience for the viewers who like to watch Call of Duty matches. So some of the features that we've put in, you're going to see right here and right now, and they really make the game really exciting to watch.
Great. So the best way to see them is to have it demonstrated to you on the live stream. But we've got some amazing players here as well, some really big names in the Call of Duty competitive scene. Give us an introduction to who we've got and some of the big names to look out for.
Okay, so you have the two most successful North American teams in Optic Gaming, who are coming off a fresh victory at the EGL 7 Championship in Blackpool, England, in the UK. You also have Team Envious, very storied team, most tournament wins in Call of Duty history. You have Prophecy from the UK, one of the most amazing British teams that ever come about, and currently they're probably their best squad. And then you have a hodgepodge of German players, some of the best German pros put together for Team Germany. So without a doubt, you're going to see some great gameplay.
Okay, so obviously I'm shouting for Team Prophecy. That's my home country team. Although they told me not to mention EGL to them, so we'll just skip over that one. But also, I'm looking out for Raiden, one of the German guys, right? He's the most successful German Call of Duty player ever. He's also a local boy, right? He's from Cologne, so this is his home turf. So let's keep an eye on him. So tell us about the first game mode we're going to go. We're going to go quite classic here, right?
Absolutely. We want to keep it classic right now for the first game. We're about to blow the doors off, so it's going to be a team deathmatch, and the map is going to be Cargo. Now, Cargo is just a close quarters combat map, and it's got this open ring in the middle, so it's wide open in the middle and close quarters all around the outside. It's absolutely fantastic. Lots of fast-paced, close quarter combat gameplay, and it should be just really amazing to watch. You're going to get to see a lot of the new weapons and things being fired off because the gameplay is so fast.
And we're going 6v6, so how are the teams being split up?
So 6v6, we have the North Americans on one side and the Europeans on another, but we do have one sub on the North American squad who's actually European. His name is Toby from SK Gaming. He's subbing in for an American player who had flight complications, and it's going to be interesting to watch Europe versus North America.
So it's basically Clash of the Titans, Europe versus North America. What an amazing way to kick it off. Let's get going.
All right, here we go, boys. Let's do this. Good luck.
Alright, so
okay, come on.
It is Cargo. For the first time ever, Black Ops 2 multiplayer is being podcasted to the world. It's the first exhibition match, and as you see right off the bat, we are in podcaster mode, and we are on board with Shane from Team Prophecy, and early on, Prophecy is going to break out left here. And it looks like the Europeans are going to make a move for this office building, and they're going to run right into some of the Americans. As we see Shane throwing a bouncing Betty in immediately. He's going to hit fire. He's got LMG picking up a very nice shot on Optic Ray right there. So nice job by the Europeans drawing first blood. But the North Americans actually answer back pretty quickly here. And let's take a look here at our picture-in-picture mode. We can see that big timer for the North Americans is on a 3-kill streak here. So we'll swap over to him. He is packing the SIG 556, and he's got the millimeter wave scanner on that bad boy. And that MMS is a new attachment here in Black Ops 2 multiplayer. It actually will see through walls if anybody is standing stationary on the other side. So it is very much a rusher's tool. It is very able and capable of sneaking out and finding the campers who are so frustrating in Call of Duty. And we are still on board with Big Timer as the North Americans have taken the lead now, 14-11. Make that 12 as Quantum from the European squad takes out Merc. And it looks like the Europeans just had a flurry of kills. Let's swap over and check out Swanee of Team Prophecy, who's playing for the Europeans here. He has the Ballista iron sights. Now the iron sight attack is basically you take the scope off of your sniper rifle on the Ballista, and he also has another attachment on that as well. He's got the iron sights to increase the hip fire accuracy. So it looks like he's going to try and no-scope some people here. but he's got the Cat 40 out, and the Cat 40 does some work right there, dual wielding him, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and call in a score streak. Called in 2 actually. That is going to be the counter UAV combo, and it looks like the crowd is starting to get into this one now as they just checked out some of the gameplay on the other side, and it looks like Swanee picks up another kill with the Cat 40s. He goes down, and now Swanee's actually going to call in a lightning strike here, and as that lightning strike rains down, he does not manage to pick up any players. The Europeans now in the lead by 5 kills. Let's take a look here at the picture-in-picture one more time. Looks like Toby for the North American side, even though he is European, is going to be taking some shots here with the Ballista. Now he has the scope on the Ballista sniper rifle. And it looks like Toby is going to get taken out there. Somebody on the other side is definitely blowing it up right now, and I want to find out who that is, because the crowd is going absolutely nuts. So if we cycle through the players, it might have been Raiden there, who picked up quite a few. He got 2 kills there. And now Merc looks like he picked up a couple kills, and the crowd goes nuts again. And he has the M8A1, and he has the target finder attachment on that. Now the target finder attachment is so valuable because it actually paints the enemy within your sights. As you see, Merc getting some nice hit markers right there. And he also has the combat axe and the shock charge. So I think Merc is trying to go for that highlight reel as the Europeans are still in the lead by 6 now. Merc picking up a kill right there with some hip fire. And it looks like he's going to be scoping in. He's going to go ahead and call in a UAV for his team. Let's see if the North Americans can take advantage of this. And we'll go ahead and listen in to the North American side and see how they communicate.
I have one shocked up top. Mom, we're down 3, boys. Let's go. Keep it up.
It's coming to you.
One follow me on the left side.
Right behind me, wow.
Oh, inside, up top.
Bottom of the far right.
He's weak up top. He's in the closet.
One shot.
Gunshy's in the closet.
Good ball, man.
Nice, we're still up to you.
One shot, we're on the west side. We're back on the way to go.
And as we took that listen in right there, we heard the North Americans communicating so effectively. And now they find themselves still down by 6. They were trying to claw back into it. As you heard, Merc giving some nice call-outs to his teammates, picking up a couple kills right there as we were viewing him. And it looks like Gunshi from the European side is on a tear right now with a 6-kill streak. He has the M8A1 assault rifle. And it looks like he has the classic reflex attachment on that. So the reflex side, and he actually has 2 attachments. If you notice in the bottom right corner of your screen, you'll see a small circle there with a tiny arrow. That is actually the select fire attachment. So that means Gunshi can take that weapon and put it into automatic fire mode, or he can turn it into burst fire mode. And it looks like Gunshi picks up another huge kill there on Ray with the TAC 45. That's his secondary pistol. Spots another player from the North American side, picking up some nice shots right there, some nice hit markers. And it looks like the Europeans are increasing their lead here. As we take a look at the map, looks like Gunshy's going to run into maybe a couple more North American players right here. He's going to decide to back off a little bit. But one player is breaching that office building, so Gunshy's got to be careful. Take some shots there. Nice shots on Big Timer. Spots another player from North America up top. 38 seconds left to go now. Still on board with Gunshy, and it looks like people are applauding. Gunshy gets a nice huge shot right there on Merc. Very nice jumping hip fire shot on Merc. And it looks like the Europeans are now running away with this one, up by 20 kills as Gunshi goes huge with a double kill to go on about a 14 or 15 kill streak. And before it's all over, Gunshy's going to get a little bit extra right there with that double kill. Make sure he puts in a certain amount of work. As we take a look at our scoreboard as the game is closing out, Gunshi on fire, 20 and 11. And as you can take a look there, 82 to 64 is going to be our final score, with the Europeans taking round number 1 here on Target.
All right, that was amazing. I got to tell you, I'm here with Mark Lamia. That is great stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome to see these guys out here. Some great teamwork. Some intense competition. It's that competition that is, of course, at the heart of Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer, Black Ops 2. And, you know, it is why Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty multiplayer is a sport.
I gotta tell you, man, you know, you're in charge of Treyarch. That's what it says on his business cards. I'm in charge of Treyarch. But you've got to be real proud of the team and some of the innovation they brought to the table this time around, right?
Yeah, you know what? The team really went for it. I'm really proud of the team. You know, they really were inspired by the world of esports, and, you know, so much so that they created an entire suite of features that's going to really propel esports and Call of Duty multiplayer. You know, great set of tools to allow people to commentate, to broadcast out this content. We know people love to play Call of Duty, and we believe people love watching Call of Duty.
So you saw some of those features a moment ago during the match, but now we're going to catch up with Mr. Vandahar and Hastro, and they're going to explain in depth what you're going to get with Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer. David, that was amazing. What did we just see?
That was the world premiere of the codcasting feature in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer, and that was Cargo in Team Deathmatch.
Thanks, David. Hastro, tell us about some of the tools that we just saw.
Sure. So you saw a few different elements in the codcasting feature. It just really allows us to get in and make a better viewing experience for the audience that's tuning into Call of Duty matches online, right? So you saw an element called the score panel, and that's the kind of the key element at the very top center of the screen. The score panel is just a way for us to get information quickly to the audience, the score, what team's in the lead, and how much time is left in the game.
And then, of course, we saw the names up there. That's the nameplate.
Yeah, the nameplate essentially is our way of giving the player a jersey and a number, right? A name on the back of the jersey. We're in a first-person POV in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, so we want to be able to identify the player and who you're watching, so that's what the nameplate does.
Now, that's all great, but viewers really want to see the map. Tell us about the map.
Yeah, the map overhead is a really important piece of information for the audience. So the audience wants to see where the teams are set up, where are they located on the map, where are the engagements about to occur. And also for the commentators, it's a great tool because the commentator can kind of switch players after a player dies and bring you right back into the action faster.
Now, this is really exciting. It's almost like watching a TV show, picture in picture.
Yeah, now the picture-in-picture mode is just really robust, a lot of features there, but essentially you're able to see what the kill streak is for each certain player. If a player's just on a tear, he's got 10 kills in a row, you'll be able to see that in the right-hand column. Also, we have an objective column, so any player who's playing an objective in real time, you're going to be able to see live when that player is playing an objective, and it's going to identify that that player is in fact on